Hi there, friends. I'm Chief Meteorologist Jeff Haniewich. Well, we're done. Yeah, our first wintry event of 2024 is now a distant memory, but not before it brought us a whole lot of ice and, yes, even some snow. We're going to talk about all the storm reports that came in here in 1 minute, but I do want to show you some ice totals that we had outside, mainly this morning, but a couple of these reports still existed even as we headed into the afternoon hours. In Bradshaw, that's in Roanoke County, you saw a quarter of an inch of ice. We've had Boone's Mill reporting about 2/10 of an inch of ice. Vinton 0.15, Blacksburg 0.12, about 1/10 of an inch of ice in Newcastle, and about 4/100ths of an inch of ice out across Danville City. Now, the reports across the viewing area range anywhere from a trace to about 1/3 of an inch. Most of us fell in that trace to quarter of an inch amount, but there were a couple of spots that got as much as about 1/3 of an inch of ice earlier today. Now, as far as the storm reports, we've seen freezing rain reports 40 plus. Okay, freezing rain was without question the most popular, most numerous reports that we got into your local weather authority's weather center. Lots of reports of freezing rain around earlier today into the early afternoon hours. We even had a couple reports of snow. Notice where those snow reports were coming from, though. Mainly up into Highland and Bath counties. So you had to go north of Interstate 64 to see really any snowfall accumulation that was more than just, a small little coating. Portions of Highland County saw anywhere from about 1/2 an inch to about 2.5 inches of snow. Even parts of Bath County saw anywhere from a coating to about 1 inch of snow. So again, to find snow, you had to go north of Interstate 64, and the numbers certainly weren't impressive, but there was at least some snow up into areas north of Covington. Here's a look at the local view, and friends, you'll notice we're done. Skies right now are partly to mostly cloudy. We did actually close out the day with some sunshine here or there, and now the clouds are starting to build back again. So overall tonight we are looking at variably cloudy skies. We're dry right now, but after midnight, guess what comes back into play for us again? West slope snow showers. That's right. We're not necessarily done with the precipitation just yet in a couple of our backyards. Most of us are done, but potentially not all of us. We'll talk about that here in a minute. Fog. Fog is going to be an issue for us tonight, okay? The fog right now is starting to build slowly. There's not a ton of fog just yet, but there are some reports of the fog certainly lowering, the ceiling lowering, an indicator that we're going to continue to have fog developing here over the next several hours or so. By around midnight tonight, you could have visibilities anywhere between about 3 and 10 miles, but look what happens after midnight. There will be virtually no visibility at all out across portions of the Highlands and New River Valley, not to mention south side locations. There will even be some patchy fog out across parts of the Roanoke Valley over towards Lynchburg. So after midnight tonight, that fog really settles in and will be locally dense. By around daybreak tomorrow, still going to have very poor visibilities out across the mountainous locations, mainly in the Highlands, New River Valley, and also some poor visibilities out across south side as well. But as the day goes on Sunday, the trend will be for the fog to lift as we start to see the winds start to increase. So again, by lunchtime tomorrow, the fog is pretty much just a distant memory for the vast majority of us. All right, look at 4 a.m. Yep, it's back. At 4 a.m., I think most of the snow showers are in West Virginia. However, by around daybreak tomorrow, we're certainly going to have some spillover out across portions of the Highlands and New River Valley. Certainly portions of Bland, Wythe, Grayson, Craig, Giles, maybe even Allegheny, Bath, and Highland counties going to see some snow showers here very late tonight, especially into tomorrow morning. Those snow showers may continue along the west slopes into tomorrow afternoon before they taper off as we head into tomorrow evening. Again, most of these snow showers are going to stay in West Virginia, where the ski slopes are going to love it because we're going to get some fresh snow. Snowshoe, Winter Place, going to see potentially several inches of snow. But for us here in the Commonwealth, you're looking at some small spillover into the Highlands and NRV, where a light accumulation certainly is possible, maybe a coating to 1 inch in a couple of locations, say above 2,000 feet. But again, we are looking at the threat for some mountain snow showers as we head into Sunday. All right. The two zones that have the best chance to see snow showers will be the Highlands and the New River Valley. You need to know that Lynchburg and south side on Sunday, you're completely and totally dry. As a matter of fact, on Sunday, we're going to have more clouds to the west and more sunshine to the east. So you folks in Lynchburg and south side actually going to be partly to mostly sunny, while you folks in the mountains tomorrow are going to be mainly cloudy. Again, snow showers will end for us here as we head into Sunday night. And right now, Monday, during the daylight hours, looks to be a pretty nice day. Monday is going to start out with a whole lot of sunshine. May start to see a few more clouds drifting in very late in the day Monday, but overall Monday, we're looking at a partly to mostly sunny day. Monday is dry. Monday night into Tuesday is not dry. Let's track our next storm system. It looks like we're going to start to see precipitation moving in after midnight Monday night. Okay, it is potentially going to start around daybreak on Tuesday as a brief wintry mix. Okay, so anytime after 3, 4, 5 a.m. on Tuesday, that's again why we're sleeping Monday night, that's when we're going to start to see this precipitation move in, especially in the mountains. And in the mountains, that's where we will have the best chance for a brief wintry mix of snow, sleet, freezing rain, and plain rain. So the mountains have the best chance to have a couple of hours worth of a wintry mix late Monday night into Tuesday morning. A lot of what we see on Tuesday is just going to be rain. And friends, it's going to be a lot of rain, okay? We are looking at several inches of rain falling as we head into Tuesday. I think the wettest part of Tuesday will probably come for us in the late morning hours into the afternoon, potentially lasting into the evening. Tuesday is very, very wet. One thing I will say, keep in mind we saw quite a bit of precipitation earlier today, all right? The ground is saturated. Ground may have a chance to dry out a wee bit as we head tomorrow into Monday, but here's the problem. When you get several inches of rain on an already saturated ground, that rain really doesn't have a whole lot of places to go. So we're going to have the potential of some flooding. Okay, the potential is there for some flooding as we head into Tuesday afternoon and Tuesday evening. As we look at Wednesday, we're going to see the system start to pull away, not before perhaps bringing us a couple more mountain west slope snow showers Wednesday morning. I think Wednesday afternoon is dry for everybody. Okay, so we're going to turn drier on Wednesday once these mountain snow showers end early in the day, and the wind is going to kick into high gear big time. We're going to talk more about the wind here in just 1 second. First off, let's talk about rainfall totals. And again, Tuesday is very, very wet. You'll notice that there's going to be a very large ribbon of very heavy rain extending from Alabama and Georgia here into the Commonwealth. Here in the Commonwealth, here in our neck of the woods, we're likely to see anywhere from about 1 to 3 inches of rain. Okay, there might be a couple of spots who see less than that. There might be a couple of spots that see more than that. But for the most part, 1 to 3 inches of rain headed our way here late Monday night into Tuesday. Now, the flood potential on Monday is going to be maximized out across the deep south. Flood potential going to be pretty high in places like Lake Charles, Louisiana, New Orleans, Louisiana, Biloxi, Mobile, Pensacola. But look what happens to that flood potential as we head into Tuesday. Yeah, that flood potential moves right overhead. Okay, so again, we're going to, I think, issue a weather authority alert day for Tuesday, probably as soon as tomorrow. So, you know, with all the rain headed our way on Tuesday, a weather authority alert day is probably in the cards for us here as we go into Tuesday. 1 to 3 inches of rain is nothing to scoff at. And friends, believe it or not, our southeasternmost counties might be warm enough Tuesday late day into Tuesday evening that potentially even have the chance for a thunderstorm. Keep in mind, we're looking at temperatures climbing well into the 50s. South side may approach 60 degrees on Tuesday, and that may allow for a little bit of instability to settle in. And again, a thunderstorm or two cannot be ruled out into our southeasternmost counties heading into late Tuesday into Tuesday night. But the main threat, no doubt, is heavy rain slash the potential for flooding on Tuesday. Now, by Wednesday, that threat moves way to the north and to the east of us. Another thing we're going to be watching is the barometric pressure. Barometric pressure as we head Monday into Monday night, pretty high. But look what happens at barometric pressure as we head into Tuesday night. That completely plummets. Tuesday into Tuesday night, the air pressure goes way down. So if you suffer from fibromyalgia, if you have migraines, well, you may not be feeling too good Tuesday into Tuesday night. Aches and pains are likely for us here for at least part of the day Tuesday into Tuesday night, maybe even into early Wednesday before you may start to feel better again. Again, that is all due to falling air pressure. Let's talk about the wind. The wind is going to be a factor for us off and on for about the next 3 to 4 days, maybe 4 to 5 days, to be honest with you. The wind is not a factor right now. It's not going to be a factor tonight, hence we're going to have that fog settling in. But look what happens tomorrow. We're going to start to see those gusts anywhere between 20 and 40 miles per hour. So the wind increases for us on Sunday and becomes quite strong. Monday, the winds slacken a little bit, but by Tuesday, they start to strengthen again, okay? So Sunday's windy, Winds settle down a bit Monday, although we're still breezy at times. Tuesday, those winds start to strengthen, and then by the time we look at Wednesday, it's going to be windy again. Okay, we're looking at winds on Wednesday anywhere between roughly 25 and 50 miles per hour. So the winds very strong tomorrow, not as strong Monday. They strengthen big time on Wednesday. Wednesday is going to be another very, very windy day for us. Wind advisories could be issued from the National Weather Service for late Tuesday into Wednesday, again, because of those strong winds headed our way. Temperatures right now at 710. It's in the 40s right now in Wytheville, but you're in the 30s virtually everywhere else. 36 in Hot Springs, also in Blacksburg, 38 Roanoke, also Hillsville and Galax. It's 35 in Danville, 37 in South Boston. Everybody right now comfortably above freezing. That's great news. Some of us stay above freezing tonight. Others may drop a little bit below freezing. So while I'm not anticipating widespread black ice tonight, there will certainly be spots that do see some spotty black ice. So again, this is not going to be a huge widespread problem all over the viewing area, but if you drop below freezing tonight and the roads are still wet, they could transform to ice. So if you're traveling tonight, please pay attention to that temperature. Pay attention to that temperature gauge in your car. If it falls below 33 degrees, then you're going to want to really be careful, or perhaps even just stay home. So black ice, spotty black ice is possible for us here as we head into tonight, as those temperatures do drop off a little bit. But you'll notice some of us tonight, again, stay above freezing. Others drop a little bit below freezing. It's those areas that drop below freezing that will have the chance for a little bit of black ice. We're dry right now, but some mountain snow showers will come into play for us here later tonight, and we're still going to have that chance for some west slope snow showers come tomorrow. It's going to be certainly a breezy, arguably windy day for us tomorrow. More sunshine east, more clouds to the west. High temperatures tomorrow in the 30s, 40s, and 50s. Temperatures all over the place. Where it's cloudier tomorrow, it's cooler. Where it's sunnier tomorrow, it's warmer. You could get into the 50s, places like Alta Vista, Brookneal, South Boston, and maybe even Danville. Your extended forecast showing temperatures in the 40s Sunday, Monday, well into the 50s. I think 51 actually might be low on Tuesday. I wouldn't be surprised if we have to up that here over the next day or two to maybe 53, 54, 55 degrees. I think south side may get close to 60. But then we start to cool off again. 40s on Wednesday, near 50 Thursday, 40s on Friday, back into the 50s on Saturday. Just know for the most part for the next week or so, high temperatures will be in the 40s and 50s with overnight lows for the most part in the 30s. Monday's dry. Tuesday is very, 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 very wet. Wednesday may have a couple of mountain snowflakes early in the day left over. Otherwise, Wednesday we'll see increasing sunshine. Thursday's dry. We're going to have another chance for precipitation late Friday into next Saturday. Right now, it looks to be mainly rain. But Friday night, when those lows drift into the low to mid 30s, the mountains could again see a little changeover to a mix come Friday night. Again, that's a little ways away. But we're going to be watching two different storm systems. The one Monday night into Tuesday for very heavy rain. We're going to be watching another storm system late Friday night into at least part of the day Saturday. Again, that looks to be mainly rain, but there could be a little mixing taking place as we head into next Friday night. Current time is 7:13, and joining me are my good friends Mark and Lauren. Guys, are there any questions I can answer tonight? More snow in Independence. The answer to that is yes. I think you're going to see more snow in Independence tomorrow. I want to show you a future tracker so we can actually show you that, yes, Independence, you're probably going to see a little more snow. I think you'll probably see the most snow west of Independence, but certainly parts of Grayson County going to pick up on a little bit of snow here with this upslope snow machine here as we head into tonight. Of course, there's Grayson County right here. You're going to notice again a little bit of snow still popping up here as we head late tonight into tomorrow. So yeah, Grayson County, Independence, you'll probably see a little more snow. Independence, again, you're not going to see nearly as much snow as what you're going to see, say, at White Top, Mount Rogers, but Independence, you could certainly see some snowflakes here tonight, late tonight into tomorrow. Anything else, guys? When will there be another snow event? Well, the one late Monday night into Tuesday may see a brief wintry mix at the onset, like close to daybreak. On Tuesday, you may see a little bit of snow, sleet, freezing rain in the mountains, but it won't last long and it won't be much. It's going to be mainly just very heavy rain on Tuesday. We'll be watching next Friday night closely, but that again looks to be more of a mix. The next true snow event It's not probably, if you're looking at an event that could potentially bring us more than, 4, 5, 6 inches of snow, I don't see that happening over the next week or so. But we were saying this in late December. A pattern change has happened. Back in late December, we said a pattern change is about to happen, and now that pattern change here, now that we're in January, the pattern change is here. So every 2, 3, 4 days, at least for now, we're going to be tracking some sort of storm system. The next one's rain. It's going to be too warm to sustain much in the way of any wintry weather, at least for most of us. And then we're going to have another storm system to track late Friday night, into at least part of Saturday. That one will need to be watched, but for now it looks to be mainly rain, maybe Friday night, some mixing going on. We're in a pattern right now where every about 2 to 4 days we have a low pressure system to track. That's, if you're a snow lover, that's an important step one, okay? We're in the pattern right now where we're seeing moisture, but the temperatures are not necessarily cooperating. Take, for example, what we saw today. Temperatures at the surface were certainly cold enough for snow, but we were talking for days about that warm air aloft. That warm air aloft killed any snow chances for at least most of us, because 5, 6, 8, 7, 8,000 feet high, we were well into the 30s, and that didn't allow a snowflake to form until you got in the highlands where that warm air aloft wasn't as prevalent. So this is a good pattern for snow lovers. But the question becomes, can we get that temperature to cooperate? We'll have to see. I don't see any major snows here for the next week. Beyond that, we'll see. Anything else? Yeah, on Monday, I think the roads are fine. I don't have any worries about the roads on Monday. Tomorrow, pay attention to the temperature outside your house. Pay attention if you're going to get in your car here tonight at 11, midnight, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 a.m., whatever the case may be. Look at that temperature on your car. If it's below 33 degrees, then you're going to want to be really, really careful on those roads, especially if they're still looking wet, because that could be where we have black ice. I will tell you that there'll be some of us tonight that stay well above freezing. There'll be some of us that get too near freezing, if not a little below freezing. It's those areas that hover right around that 32-degree mark that could have some black ice tonight. So just be careful. The other thing we'll have to watch come tomorrow will be the potential for these scattered snow showers working their way into portions of the viewing area. Portions of the NRV and Highlands, again, could see some snow here late tonight into tomorrow. Most of it stays in West Virginia, but again, every now and again, you could see a small spillover, especially above 1,500 or 2,000 feet in portions of the Highlands and NRV. Anything else, Lauren? Yeah, let's go back to the wind. The question had to do with wind. And the question was, will there be any wind advisories or high wind warnings in effect here as we look at the next several days? I don't think we hit the criteria tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be windy, but I don't think we quite get to that wind advisory criteria. We're really, really close, but I don't think we get there. If we do, we'll let you know. We'll, of course, relay that information to you from the National Weather Service. Again, we're close to advisory criteria tomorrow. We're not close Monday into Tuesday. By the time Wednesday rolls around, frankly, I'd be surprised if some of us aren't under a wind advisory. Wednesday of this week going to be a very windy day with gusts up to 40 to 50 miles per hour. So the winds are certainly a factor for us tomorrow. They may even be more of a factor for us on Wednesday. Wednesday would be the day where the potential is there for a wind advisory. Anything else, Lauren? Perfect. Current time is 7:19. We'll be back here at 11 o'clock with your local news and more weather and sports coverage. We do hope to see you then. But if we don't, I hope everybody has a great night, and we'll see you again real soon.